In this lesson, we're discussing an introduction to angles. Angles are formed by two rays that share the same endpoint. That common endpoint is referred to as the vertex of the angle. It's important to understand the different parts of an angle. The two sides of the angles are rays. In this figure, one side is ray BA, the other side is ray BC, and the common endpoint for those rays is B, so the vertex of the angle is B. There are three ways to name an angle. You can either use three letters to name the angle, 1 point, the first letter being 1 point on one side of the angle, middle letter being the vertex of the angle, and then the third letter being a point on the other side of the angle. That's the safest way to name an angle. If there is a number on the interior of the angle, you can use the number to name the angle. And as long as the vertex of the angle is not shared by another angle, you can use the vertex of the angle. There are three ways to classify an angle. Acute angles have an angle measure less than 90 degrees. Right angles have an angle measure equal to 90 degrees. And obtuse angles have an angle measure greater than 90 degrees. All right, in this example, the vertex is the endpoint that both sides share, which is D. And one of the sides for this angle, you could call it ray DE. And the other side of the angle is ray DF. In this example, the vertex of the angle is B. That's the common endpoint for both of the rays. One of the sides is ray BA, and the other side is ray BC. All right, one of the ways that we can name this angle, since there's a number inside the angle, we can call this angle angle 4. And then if we're going to use three letters to name the angle, we can call this angle PQR. We can also reverse the order of those three letters and name the angle RQP. And then since the vertex of this angle is not shared by another angle, we can call this angle Q. All right, following the same sequence as the last example, we can call this angle angle 7. We can call it angle GFH. Using three letters again, we can call it angle HFG. And since the vertex is not shared by another angle, we can call it angle F. All right, if you needed to draw an angle, you can just draw any angle. You can make it as wide or as narrow as you would like. The vertex is B, so the corner of that angle should be labeled B. And then there should be points indicated on each side of the angle. One of the points should be labeled A, the other should be labeled C. Again, draw an angle however big or small you would like. The vertex or the corner of that angle is S. And on each side there should be an R and a T. Both points should be on each side of each of those points should be on each side of the angle. All right, starting with the figure in the top left, that angle measures less than 90 degrees, so it's acute. Top right, that angle measure is greater than 90 degrees, so it's obtuse. Bottom left, that angle is equal to 90 degrees, so it's right. And bottom right, that angle is less than 90 degrees, so it's acute.